gets his choice of which lane he wants to start in, and he must lead the others on the restart. And here we go on lap number 40. The green flag is out. Here we go.
Great start for Will Power. He did what he needed to do. Wow, really close back there between Briscoe and Franchitti. Franchitti, he's underneath him. Trying to get a little bit of contact.
That was inevitable.
Yeah, and that's going to cost Briscoe a few spots right there.
Marco,
wow, look at these guys going down in this corner.
A lot of
three abreast.
Kicked up.
Nice move.
Local yellow, turn 6 on the exit.
Simona Di Silvestro is involved. That's E.J. Viso in the number 59 car. That will be a full course caution because there is damage to those race cars, or at least one of them.
And James Hinchcliffe was the third car involved.
Yep. He
definitely
has rear suspension damage.
He will not be continuing. Macho guys had the starter and then thought, well,
why bother?
No, he was actually looking, I think, over Viso's direction, but he had significant damage as well.
Here it is once again.
Castroneves comes up the inside, makes it 3 wide.
It looks like the 59 car just turned down a little bit too tight on Simona.
And there was definitely side-to-side contact. Viso tried to keep the wheel spinning to keep it going, but then, of course, had contact. Now, let's see. This will be the look at the right front, because that's where the contact happens. She gets squeezed in the middle of the sandwich.
I'm not sure she was hit by anyone or thing.
Just had a little tap on Viso, though, to get him turned.
Didn't take much in that corner. You're on the edge as it is. But
this is Kanan. Danica behind.
Wow. Tony did a nice job.
Boy, he got some spots there.
Nice job.
Simona Di Silvestro is out of her car, and so is E.J. Viso. So we'll take another break. Lap 42 out of 90 here at Barber Motorsports Park. Will Power is your leader. The Epic Cycle presented by Michelob Ultra continues on Versus. Tonight at 7, it's the Hell of the North. The world's best cyclists combat the cobblestones of Paris-Roubaix, a demanding one-day trek. The Epic continues tonight at 7 o'clock, only on Versus. And I learned how to pronounce that from Jan Beekes. If you want to know anything about cycling, you ask Jan, because he is a cyclist.
I just need to tell you guys, I had to step out of the booth here for a second during a commercial.
Yeah.
I have really missed the smell of ethanol. I really do. Some people don't like it, but boy, it just smells good to me.
There is E.J. Viso's car on the hook, and it's been quite a weekend for E.J. Viso.
St. Petersburg, of course, he had contact, not on one occasion, but on 2 occasions. A big one here in the final corner. 3rd time in St. Petersburg, and in fact, that final corner certainly was a bugaboo for E.J. Viso. In fact, yesterday, I believe the term was, well, let's watch first of all again this replay, Wally.
I think Viso just cut it a little bit too close on Simona. Just a little bit of contact there to get him loose. And then he got hammered by Hinchcliffe. I mean, he was free and clear there until he got pegged there.
And as we said earlier, he had a pretty significant crash on Friday here at Barber during warm-ups. Now, Simona Di Silvestro was able to get her car running again, so she is still in the race, but not so with E.J. Viso. Let's go down to Robin Miller.
Bobby, last year, KV Racing had $3 million worth of damage. There goes Alex Tagliani making a quick pit stop. Here's the thing about Viso's team. They spent over $3 million in parts damage last year. I think that's about what his sponsorship is for the year, and we're in race 2. So he needs to have a couple clean races here or find some more money.
All right, there is Simona Di Silvestro as she has gotten herself back into the competition here. Tony Kanaan up into 10th position here.
And he's been doing it the hard way. I mean, he's been making some really, really gutsy passes today.
Up 14 positions from his starting spot. Good run for Tony Kanaan, as was the case 2 weeks ago when he finished in 3rd position.
Control to starter and base call. 1 to go at the line. 1 to go at the line.
Let's go to a replay here and look at some contact between Franchitti and Briscoe.
Wow, that is so close. And this one, it gets over
back
close.
In, comes back in.
Oh, there's the bump. Wow.
That in-car footage is just incredible. That is so cool to watch.
All right, Marty.
Yeah, Bob, Justin Wilson still struggling with that wrist. We've talked about it quite a bit today, but he radioed to the crew under the caution previous to this one, said it's really hurting me, guys. Again, it's the left wrist for Justin Wilson. He's dealt with this before. He broke his wrist a few years ago at Australia and almost won the race 3 weeks later, so he knows what he's doing, but in a lot of pain today. Once again, took a cortisone shot before the race, trying to numb that wrist just a little bit, but it's not working out. Real quick, just checked with Roger Penske. He said the wheel on Ryan Briscoe's car is fine. No toe out on that car after the 2 contacts that we've seen in the last few laps.
If I might go back several years, whenever I see a 22 on an Indy car, I think of Wally Dallenbach Sr. in the Sprite car that he drove for many years. That was a cool car.
That's right. He had a couple different cars. He drove an Eagle for Gurney, and then I think it was a Hopkins car. 22 Sprite Special.
Oh boy, that was one of my favorites back in the late 60s and early 70s, and we're glad to have Wally Dallenbach Jr. in the booth with us.
You know, getting adjusted though, that's one thing, you know, Marty was talking about. I don't think you could come to a tougher place with a wrist injury. And oh, by the way, we're going to Long Beach. I mean,
Yeah.
these are 2 really hard racetracks if you have, you know, hand or wrist injuries.
Hey, Wally, the one thing he said, I don't know how I'm going to handle Long Beach next week. He said, I have no idea how I'm going to do that one corner at Long Beach. So.
Oriol Serbia is running in 4th position and having a heck of a race. His last win was in 2005 in Montreal, 53 races ago, but I think he's paired up with a good team this year and could very well be a contender.
And Bob, the team thinks they are making progress. Oriol said this morning, I don't know if we have enough yet to make Team Penske nervous, but we're getting there.
That's a good solid run for those guys today.
Just Franchitti, Dixon, and Power ahead of Oriol Serbia. He will line up to the inside of Dario as we get set for the restart. The pace car brings them very slowly.
You know, Dixon can't beat the leader to the line, but I think he's got to try to stay beside him going through turn 1. If he can do that, he can get the spot going through up over the hill in turn 2. Power got a really good start last time.
Oh, and Dario looked like he was going to head for the inside there. Again, 3 abreast. We see some brakes being locked up, and they go 2 abreast through the corner. Everybody okay, though, for the moment. Oh, spoke too soon. You see pizzas flying off of the car, of some car, and it's Mike Conway. We have reached the halfway point of this race, but Mike Conway is finished for the day. Major suspension damage on the rear of the car.
And if it was his front wing that went flying, these cars don't turn very well without a front wing.
Yeah, he's climbing out rather gingerly, flexing his left leg. And the 22 car of Justin Wilson is also damaged, we understand.
Looks clean from that angle. Oh, he's a left rear
tire.
Yep.
Here's what happened. What kind of
I think it happened underneath that camera shot. I believe